In a locker room smelling of sweat, I started my return to Judaism. Yeah, 24-hour fitness. I've just finished my workout. I'm in front of my open locker, and there's a guy to my left. He's taking selfies in the mirror, and he's like all 20-somethings in a gym. He's got a full head of hair, no body fat, no body hair. The guy looks like a Renaissance sculpture. He starts to turn towards me, and I rapidly put on my own clothes because I don't want him looking at my 60-year-old body. I don't want anybody looking at it. I don't want to look at it. I sit down on the wooden bench, always too small in a 24-hour fitness, and I put on my sandals, the only shoes that work for my plantar fasciitis. And I start thinking about my relationship and how my partner and I, when we got together 10 years ago, we looked good together. And now, 10 years later, thanks to him being 16 years younger than me, he looks exactly the same. like an Indonesian Olympic diver, whereas my looks, they've deteriorated. I was a hot Israeli daddy, and now I'm more rabbi. I mean, what's going to happen if he is as repulsed by my body as I am? He's going to stop having sex with me. He's going to have affairs with Renaissance sculpture guy, and I'm going to be left alone for the rest of my life. So I need to get my younger body back. And I know I could diet, lose 10 pounds, but I don't like being hungry, and it might not work. I could exercise more and I could build muscle, but I don't like being sore, and it might not work. I need something smarter, state-of-the-art, and guaranteed to work. Hair transplant. So we drive to Vancouver, Canada, so I can see Dr. Wong, the most prestigious hair transplant surgeon in North America. We're in his waiting room, and there's these photo albums on the little table. They're full of before and after pictures of satisfied customers, each picture the same: before, a sad man, balding; after, a joyous man, full head of hair. And I am ushered into the exam room, and Dr. Wong enters. Looks to be about 70 years old. Guess what? Full head of hair. He's calm, professorial, and while he's expertly palpating my scalp, I am visualizing my own before and after pictures, and I am excited. Dr. Wong sits down, scribbles something in his notebook, looks up. Sorry, Mr. Snyder, your scalp, it's too tight for me to harvest enough hair. And I have the courtesy to not say out loud what I am thinking. My scalp is too tight? Is that even a thing? And so I need a new strategy. Enter Judaism. So my partner and I, we've moved to New York City, where, by the way, New York City gets a lot of mentions tonight, where there are even more hot guys for him to be attracted to, and he tries to reassure me, and I'm like, I know there's no resisting Renaissance sculpture guys. And so I end up having lunch with my oldest friend. We grew up together, we're both Jewish, and I'm telling him my troubles, and he's like, stop right there. Richard, you are spiraling. But there's good news. The Jewish faith is designed to help people with your genetics. And I know a rabbi, he teaches Torah classes, he's 2 blocks from your apartment, he's Chabad Hasidic, the real deal, I will introduce you. So I end up in a Torah class for the first time since I was 8 years old. So I'm in the rabbi's loft apartment, Union Square. There's this long wooden dining room table, 10 other students were sitting there, and in front of each of us, 3 books with hundreds of pages of scholarly commentary on the Old Testament passage of the week. The rabbi, a big guy with a big beard and a booming voice, think, Tevye, Fiddler on the Roof. He's like wrapping up his comments and explanations of the mystical interpretations of the plagues of Egypt. But my personal plague of gay body shame, not on that list. And I'm kind of fidgety, I'm distracted, I'm looking around at the furniture and anything, and on the wall, there's a painting of an old man. He's got like a big white beard, black brimmed hat, black clothes. He's a Hasidic rabbi, I know that much, but important guy, but I don't know who he is, so I'm so sorry to be ignorant, but who is the man in that painting? Ah, that is the Rebbe Menachem Schneerson, the last leader of the Chabad movement. He was a great man. And I'm looking at the painting and I'm thinking, like, my God, there's something attractive about that old guy. And it's not his body. But maybe it's the eyes. I mean, he's like kind of twinkly. Yeah, he's radiating out a rare level of happiness. I'll be darned, the man is hot. And now, I have a new man to envy. Thanks.